Antonio Brown's life right now is a reality show. That's what it is. He is misinterpreted and misunderstood. He is not guilty of these charges. He did not commit a felony battery. And what happened in this case, when all the facts come out, you're going to see that he will be vindicated and he will be found not guilty. Hopefully there'll be no charges. It's not about mental health or any other issues. He has a target on his back right now, Antonio Brown, for everything that's going on in his life. And Lauren and I are going to do everything we can to get this on the right track and have him found not guilty and have all the charges dropped.
So are you saying he didn't do anything to that driver?
It's not a question of whether, and we haven't seen all the facts. I'm saying what legally happened here is legally not what he's being charged with.
He's overcharged. That's the bottom line. They overcharged him. So once a thorough investigation is done, we believe that the charges filed will most likely be very different than where they stand right now.
What's good, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk. You guys hear that audio there? That is Antonio Brown's attorneys speaking to the media after court was over. AB is out on bail. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like, hit the bell, guys. I've been covering Antonio Brown on this channel since dating back to all the Raiders drama. And, as I always say, the saga continues with AB. It's just been nonstop chaos with this guy. And, you hear the attorney there and, he's saying certain things that we hear attorneys always say, like when all the information comes out, my client will, and, normally they're saying will be, proven innocent. And with AB there, they're basically saying it will show that what happened wasn't a felony, because you heard the one reporter ask him, well, so you're saying there was no incident, he didn't assault the guy or whatever, and he said, no, we're saying this isn't a felony, he was overcharged. Listen, they talk about him having a target on his back. Well, let me say this. Welcome to the criminal justice system, period. Like being overcharged. This happens all the time. Don't get me wrong, celebrities can be targets. Everyday people can be targets for certain reasons too, depending, it's different from case to case. We don't know what's going on with certain people, in their life. You could be targeted, no question. But with AB, I gotta say this much. He's doing a lot of this to himself. He's making a fool of himself. Very sporadic behavior, inconsistent. He's feeling this way, then he's like this, then he's that, and he's all over social media constantly doing it. And something else that you heard them say is he doesn't have any mental health issues. Listen, man, come on, man. I'm not trying to judge people. Everyone can go through tough times in their life. Life ain't easy, we'll put it like that. But AB is like showing all kinds of alarms, red flags that, this man has some mental issues. You feel me? And something I want to point out as well is this doesn't look good for the other stuff that was going on. Okay, those allegations against him. And, some people could maybe try to spin it like, well, yo, that's what's going on with all this stuff. AB's constantly being set up. This stuff is making him look bad. It makes him look guilty as far as those allegations go. Let me tell you this. I've been someone who's been saying these allegations, I don't know about this, the way everything kind of seems a little funny. It seems like it might have been a shakedown move. But let me tell you this. As far as this stuff making him look a little off his rocker and making him look maybe, like that could make it bad for that situation. As I said, he's doing a lot of this to himself, right? AB, it hasn't been all things where, other stuff just happened. He's constantly on social media with it. Think about it, man. He decided to live stream him cussing the police out during a dispute with his baby's mom. He said all kinds of things about people, in the NFL and different stuff like that, and other people on social media, like, gotten kind of wild with what he's saying. Then he's turned around saying something else to the point where it seems like a publicist is the one that's doing it, because it's so on different ends of the spectrum, man. Like, AB's got some issues, that's clear to me. I'm no mental health professional, but, I know a little something about mental health issues. I've been, I come from the school of hard knocks, man, and I've seen a lot, and AB is troubled, we'll put it like that. But moving on anyways, AB did, turn himself in. If you caught my other videos, as I said, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, especially if you have any interest in this AB news. I've been covering, Antonio Brown, like I said, since the Raiders, okay? And, the helmet drama and stuff like that, but as I was saying on my previous video, when he, word hit that he did have a warrant, his trainer had already bailed out for this incident, but they were looking for AB, as AB just kind of went to the house, stayed in the house, wouldn't respond. They were requesting to question him and different things like that, get his side of the story. I mean, regardless, I'm pretty sure he was going to be arrested, but he just kind of ducked off in the crib. And with everything that's been going on, the police had put it out there, we want AB to turn himself in tomorrow or we're coming to get him. And they had also put out word that they were a little nervous because of his, mental state and his behavior, and the fact that they know that he owns legal firearms, that he is indeed armed. And, I was really hoping AB turned himself in, okay? Because, when they put that out there, we already know a lot of crazy things happen, all the time. And then when they're putting out there, like, listen, we know he's got these guns, we want him to turn himself in. And then, like I said, AB just kind of seeming crazier by the day. I was just like, please don't let a situation like that happen. Just please turn yourself in, AB. And he did, which is a good thing. But what the deal is now is he did indeed bail out. He has 3 charges related to this incident. Now, for those who, probably not familiar with the whole allegations of this, incidents, what's said to happen is basically Antonio Brown had a receiver, for electronics being delivered to his home. When the delivery guy showed up, there was a dispute about payment, about the price. And then the guy was like, all right, hold on, I'm not going to drop the stuff off. He's calling his company. Basically, he's alleging that AB threw a rock at his truck when he was going to leave, and him and the trainer kind of busted up in the car, beat him up, took the keys, were going to go, went into the back, the slider, opened the door on the truck and was going to get AB's belongings. The company ended up telling the guy to leave the receiver, this is what was kind of weird. The price was $4,000. And then, he's fighting over it with the guy. Then the company's telling him, no, leave the stuff. We know he's going to pay us. So I don't know where the dispute was, Like I said before, we don't know what's happened with any of this. We only really have, the complaining party's story. So who knows? I don't know. Did the guy expect a good tip? Did he jack the price up? I don't know. It's confusing because it's like the price is the price is the price. So I don't know what exactly happened. But I'm just throwing theories out there, all you guys listening. I'm not saying I believe the driver did that. I'm just a little lost as to where the dispute came from. But then again, like I said, dealing with Antonio Brown, this is not the most rational dude, it seems, lately. I don't get this guy. Like I said, all that stuff that he's kind of doing to himself. We hear celebrities and athletes and things like that talk about the media and the paparazzi kind of stalking them. But AB's broadcasting this stuff and saying all this stuff all on his own with a lot of things going on. And it's just not smart. But anyways, he bailed out altogether. It is $110,000, right? And he has to wear an ankle monitor. Okay, now he's got, some felonies, burglary with battery. I believe there's a second variation of a burglary charge, and criminal mischief, which, damaging property. So, they're saying he's being overcharged. I'll tell you this real quick sidebar. I knew someone once that got in a fight with someone, beat them up when, at a party, and the guy deserved it because he was beating up a girl. When that guy ran up out of the house, someone else snuffed him real quick. Another guy chased him. When he ran, his cell phone fell out. He reported it to the police. Those people ended up with robbery charges because, he lost his property while being assaulted. It was crazy. But anyways, point why I'm bringing that up is what I'm saying. Like I said in the beginning, welcome to the criminal justice system. People know when it comes to court, charges, can be trumped up. And then they're like, all right, now we'll work on pleading them down on a deal, like plead to this. It's almost like a lot of the times the higher the charges go, they're more comfortable with where they will be lowered. It's like haggling, you know what I'm saying, in the end. But aside from the $110,000 bail, right? He has to wear an ankle monitor. He will be, like on GPS location. And this is good for AP, okay? He does have to surrender his passport also and his guns. But also he has to go for drug and alcohol evaluation and mental health evaluation. So hopefully, for AB, some good comes of this, that they get this guy, they help him get his ish together. Because like I said, it's clear he has mental health issues. So maybe some good can come of all this, We'll have to wait and see. But, he's going to be in the crib. It seems like that's all AB's ever doing is on social media from the crib anyways. But something else that I want to say too, they said that court got heated, like these attorneys were really fighting for Antonio Brown. So it seems, this is money well spent for him, so far. But something else, when the attorneys were saying how he doesn't have any mental health issues, that his life has just been reality TV lately. Once again, I have to point out, this is all on his client's own, willing participation. He's doing this to himself. I got to keep saying that, But, the prosecution, they wanted no bail. So like I said, it got heated in there. Those lawyers fought hard. They're like, hell no, we ain't going for that, no bail. They were saying, look how this guy's been acting. And they also shared that his former agent, Drew Rosenhaus, and one of his baby's mothers, also, had been saying, we really, really want him to get help. He's very, very troubled. Please help him. We're worried about him. And, it just goes like, I believe that. A lot of times when these types of things happen, people want to say, oh, those people are mad, I just won't give them money or something, But once again, pointing out again, all this stuff is on display. A lot of warning signs. We've seen this guy's life's kind of falling apart. I mean, that might sound funny to some people, like he's sitting up in a freaking mansion, But look at all the things that's been going on with him, and look at his actions. This is clearly not the way a happy person behaves. You know what I mean? But I don't know, guys. Get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I mean, this guy just needs to slow down, and hopefully this can be a wake-up call. As I said, I've been covering this, Antonio Brown, everything going on with this guy since all the Raiders drama, and it's just like, come on, man. This dude's got to be tired of this, And I've heard fans of his, come out and say kind of that they're starting to lose respect for AB, and I don't blame him, man. People get sick of this stuff, and I don't know, man. Just a wild situation. So hopefully this is a wake-up call for him. I want to say, I got a feeling things aren't going to go smooth for him. He's been his own worst enemy, and we'll have to wait and see what he has to say for himself. But I don't know, man. I'm not too confident that things will go smoothly for Antonio Brown. I don't know, the way the chaos has been ensuing. I don't think it's gonna let up at all, not one bit. But we'll have to wait and see. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel, as I said. Hit that like, hit that bell, so you can get the notifications if you're new to the channel. I cover music, news, sports, current events, and much more. It's Jay Coffee Talk. Get up in that comment thread. Want to hear everyone's thoughts. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.